Hey everyone, hold on. Hey everyone, JR from Bulls here. Today we're looking at the Platinum Edition of Spelljammer from Beedle Grimm's. It's so big, I've decided that I live back here now. What is Beedle Grimm's? Well, if you don't know, they are makers of amazingly intricate and expansive campaign setting and campaign books, adaptations that come in these huge boxes full of miniatures, maps, custom jewelry that you can wear, handoutable handouts that you can give to your players. They're basically the most deluxe version of any campaign setting or adventure that you could possibly want to dive into. We're gonna go through all of this. I guess we should probably start with the minis, which are in the Icons of the Realms Platinum Edition for Spelljammer. And these are all the minis that are in the box. You've got a few huge ones here that I really like. There's a Braxat, which is a giant rock rhino that lives on and eats asteroids. There's the young solar dragon from the adventure Light of Xarixis. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't played it yet, but I mean, this came out a while ago, so he shows up near the end of the campaign, let's say. Wink. There are a ton of minis that all come from Boo's Astral Menagerie. You can find everything from gifts to gifs, to Neogi, to Nethalgus, and even an Artuk Elder or two, as well as some spelljamming heroes.
What?
I don't know. Next up, we've got the Platinum Edition box, which, as you can see, is beautiful and astral and comes with a variety of sparkly, iridescent rainbow effects that don't show up well in our studio lights, but that is, that's not a mark against Beedle Grimm. It's a gorgeous box, and we're going to take a look at what's inside. Alright everyone, this is what's inside the Spelljammer Adventures in Space Platinum Edition box from Beedle Grimm's. Although actually, I lied, it's not everything that's in the box because we have so much more stuff back here. You will find everything that you need to play the game and run it and have it easily accessible to you as the Dungeon Master and you as the players. There's some very cool things in here, including your very own Mages Guild certificate that shows that you are an upstanding member of the local Mages Guild of the Rock of Brawl 15. There are a ton of other handouts like that. I want to talk about some of my favorite handouts that are in this book, starting with Heron's Salvaged Shipyard Catalog. This is extremely fun. It is a listing of spelljammers of questionable but legitimate origins. They are in perfect working order. Don't ask any questions about where they are or how they can afford these markdown prices. They're crazy! There's also the Vampirate's Code of Conduct, which lists the 7 articles of how to properly conduct yourself as a vampirate, which are, of course, space vampire pirates. The number 1 rule is don't eat each other. No one drinks any other's blood or eats the flesh of anyone who's on the crew. Also, don't sing any hymns, because you never know when you might accidentally turn someone and have them jump off the ship and float away into the void of space, where they will die like a miserable swine. It's a reference to the Hudsucker proxy. We all know that snacking is one of the most important parts of any D&D session. It's what keeps you going for those 3 or 4 hours until everyone decides to go home. But now, even your in-game characters can snack. This is the menu from the Happy Beholder, and I can confirm, meat's back on the menu, boys. There are a number of other fun handouts, including bills of sale for magical items and their questions and answers that people in-game might post on message boards. It's very fun. But it isn't all just in-game in-jokes. There's a ton of useful, practical stuff here that will help you run the game. You've got your spelljamming new spell cards right here. You've also got location cards that describe and visualize for the players the different locations mentioned in the adventure included in all of this, the Light of Xarixis. There's also these incredibly fun ship cards, which are double-sided, so you can hang them on the GM screen and your players see the wasp, but you, the DM, the master cool combat tactical genius, get all of the stats. Speaking of adventures, you also get Wild Space Tales from the Warehouse, a bonus collection of adventures and encounters and ideas brought to you from Beedle Grimm's themselves. You also get maps for all the major encounters in the adventure that's included, along with deck plans for every spelljammer and visual cues that help depict the various locations you'll be in. You also get all 3 of the books, although in Beedles and Grimms it's 4, because you get the Astral Adventurer's Guide in both the player and DM sections separately, as well as Boo's Astral Menagerie and the adventure The Light of Xerxes. All of this is still not everything in the box, because we gotta get to that tube! What's in the tube? Maps. It's maps. Beautiful, full color, double-sided maps. There's more. Look at that. Look at all of this stuff. And that is the complete Beedle and Grimm's Platinum Spelljammer edition in its entirety. It's so good that you'll want to give it a medal. But you know what? It gave you a medal. You can pin it on your shirt. But there's also a challenge coin, which is just something you can show off and challenge other people to reveal. And if they don't have it, I don't know how it works. I think you legally can make them do one request and they have to fulfill it within 24 hours or as soon as possible. That's my best guess. Let's go to the outro. That was Beedle and Grimm's Platinum Edition Spelljammer, a Platinum Edition truly, if ever there was one. If you like that video, please go ahead and hit the like button. It helps us appease our YouTube overlords, and it keeps them from realizing that every one of us is onto their games. And since you're down there, you may as well click subscribe so you get notified when the next video comes out. If you liked this and want more, check out our review of Spelljammer right here, or more of our D&D content over here. I'm JR from Bowles. Bye!